Hi, 3 and 4-year-old leaders. We're preparing for June 14th in our series called Follow the Leader. In this series, we're getting the chance to watch Jesus grow up. And today, we're going to celebrate that he was born. So, you know what you get to do? You get to talk about the Christmas story. How fun is that to have Christmas in June? As you enter your spaces, you need to be aware that we have removed all of the toys from the rooms, so you will get to the chance to spend more time creating activities and personalizing activities to do with the kids. We've given you a list of different action games that you could play. You can have an extended time listening to music and dancing and playing. There are coloring pages with individual color crayon packs that each kid can take home. And there's also a book that you can sit down and read. And I know that I didn't give you very many books, but you know what? Kids love to hear the same story over and over and over and over again, especially at the ages you guys are leading and loving right now. Um, as we jump into our lesson today, like I said, you get to celebrate Christmas. So I'm not sure I need to go over the Christmas story with you. You will get the chance to talk about that. Your social activity today, you get to play freeze dance. And you feel free to play that as long as you want to. Play the music, ask them to freeze until the music starts again wherever they are. We've marked out spots for your 4-year-olds on the floor. And then in your boxes, 3-year-old leaders, you have little circles. Those are carpet markers. They should stick to the carpet. And that way you can assign a color to each kid and they can know where their place is on the carpet so they can dance within their circle. All right, and then our small group activity for today, kids are gonna make a little baby Jesus. And what they have is they have the bottom of an egg. Well, there's two of them stuck together. They have a bottom of an egg with the string already attached to it. And you have some brown paper that they will take and tear into little pieces to stuff in the bottom to make it look like hay. Can you see through my string right there? Right there, see how I made hay out of the brown paper? There is a little baby Jesus cut out for you and ready to go. And there's also little pieces of cloth. So I recommend to you that you help kids first wrap their baby Jesus with the cloth. They can use glue or you could use tape to tape it in place, and then they'll tear their little pieces of paper and stuff that down in their egg, and then again they can use their glue and put a little dot in of glue down on the paper so that baby Jesus will stick to the paper in there. Obviously everything's not going to stick real great because it's a plastic egg, but enough so they can take it home and remember that baby Jesus came to not only for Christmas time, but for us to be our Savior. And then there's a sticker that you can stick to the bottom of the egg. There is no one like Jesus. That's what we want kids to remember today, that Jesus was fully man and fully God, even as a baby. And maybe you want to talk about that today. Maybe you want to spend a little extra time talking about what it might have been like to see God as a baby. And do you think God cried as much as other little babies cry? And so that could be a really fun discussion to have with your little ones. Your memory verse is from the book of John, and it's John chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Now, your signs for this, I want to point out to you, I gave you the word Jesus, and that's important to know because when we see the word word in this, it is referring to Jesus. Jesus was the Word. Jesus was with God in the very beginning of time, and he was God. So we want to make sure that kids understand that he was a baby, but he was also very much God. So our memory verse today, in the beginning was the Word. You're going to like open a book, and the Word was with God, Jesus, and the Word was God, Jesus. He was with God in the beginning. This is the sign for God. And so that is your verse, and you can go over that as many times as you want to. In fact, because you have time, you can repeat these things as many times as you want to. Make a game out of it. Find a way to make a game out of everything. The other thing to keep in mind is are not going to be doing snacks again for a little while. And so if a kid needs to take a break and go to the bathroom, you'll need to take them down the hallway if you're in the 4-year-old room, as we're continuing to do some renovations in that room. So you can take the kids around the corner to the bathroom. And if they need a drink of water, then they can use the water fountains, but they're just there for an hour, so they should be okay. And then you can pray with your kids. You also will have coloring pages that will help you stretch time. There are individual crayon packs in each room. Kids can use those one-time crayon packs and then take them home if they would like to. If you would like a bag so that you can send that all home with the kids easily, we will be happy to provide that for you. Thank you so much for leading. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to seeing you guys very soon.